Well, the effect of Obamacare is just now really starting to be felt. And I can think of one of the top-notch entrepreneurs that we have up in Northwest Iowa who told me that he had lined up his employees. And by the way, this is a kind of employer that says, in all of my years of business, I have never had a rule. I didn't have to write any rules. I just tell my employees, do you want to do what needs to be done, or do I have to write a rule? They always did what needed to be done. There's a great relationship here. He lined up his employees and said, there are 58 of you. If Obamacare is implemented, there will be 49 of you. I'm sorry it is that way. That is how it is, and we'll only grow this company to the limit of what the 49 of you can grow this company. And perhaps he'll start a new company somewhere with a different partner, and then they'll see if they can go to 49 employees. That's one thing, that number of 49, so that the employers don't cross over into the 50, but he's got now all the way until 2015 to make that final decision. Then we have the individuals who are buying their own insurance. A lot of them are farmers, entrepreneurs, self-employed people, sole proprietorships and partnerships. They're having to look to go on to the exchange. They can't get on the exchange. At one point in Iowa, there were only 5 people that had cracked the Obamacare website code, so to speak. That number then grew to 16, and now I've lost track. It's a little more than that. But we're also seeing the numbers of at least 750,000 people that have been pushed off of their insurance. And I have a letter from a constituent of mine from Western Iowa who happened to be insured by Nebraska Blue Cross Blue Shield. They cross the border there and do business on both sides. His premium increased 365%. And his $2,000 deductible went to over $6,000. And they announced to him that your insurance policy that you currently have will end and expire midnight December 31st, and if you don't do anything, we'll automatically enroll you into this new program with a 365% premium increase and a deductible that went from $2,000 to over $6,000. That's what's going on. So young people whose premiums no longer reflect the risk because they're young and they're healthy are looking at this and deciding, I'm going to go uninsured, I'm going to take the penalty from the federal government, it's going to take them a while to sort this out, why would you step up and take that on? And here's something that I don't hear anybody saying, not Republicans, not Democrats, certainly not the president, and that is, when they changed the community rating from a 5-to-1 down to a 3-to-1, that is, and that's a little bit of healthcare vernacular, but that is what caused the young people to have to pay higher premiums more than any other, plus the mandatory maternity benefits and the penalty for smoking and those things. But we have a young lady at 28 years old that saw her premium go a multiple of 4 times. We saw a report, and I saw the interview of a young lady who saw her premium go up not 365%, not 400%, but 1,094%, almost 11 times greater premium. So these people are deciding, I can't afford this premium. And the younger people are, we all remember what it was like, unless we're young now. I remember what it was like. That's when I was making the lowest income. I was entry level into the workforce. The lowest income, seeing your premiums increase because you have a good health experience, you do the calculation, decide I'm going to take the risk. So this is what's going on here, is that we have young people especially that are going to let their insurance expire. They have businesses that are preparing to carve their workforce down to 49. We have employers that are carving their employees down to 29 hours. Grocery stores that are hiring in college towns can't do this any longer in the scenario that they've had because of the hourly, because they can't provide health insurance for every part-time employee. So it is scrambling the economic structure that's been built on free enterprise. That's just some of the things that are bad about Obamacare now that you asked.